Home decor can also be done by making the living room space a bit cleaner and more organized. I bought this coffee table a while back, and the space in the bottom shelf has made my life easier since I can keep more things here. However, it also meant that the area would look untidy. To keep things organized, I used smaller baskets and jars earlier. But then later I found it difficult to reach everything stored underneath. Fortunately, I found this Lazy Susan or turntable, as we call it, at IKEA, which matches the table perfectly. Normally we use Lazy Susans in the kitchen, but this trick worked wonders for me. Now everything I need, cookies we have with chai, or even daily essentials like extra remotes and coasters can be arranged here, making them easy to reach while still looking neat and clean, thanks to the use of closed baskets. Keeping plants in the kitchen adds much needed freshness and beauty, but plants in soil can be challenging. So, I usually like to put the cuttings in water when using such things in the kitchen area. You can also add a pop of color with these green leaves, which is why I love adding them in the kitchen. If you have a small kitchen space, I'd recommend keeping oil bottles and other essentials to a bare minimum on the countertop. Also keep them confined in a box like this so that they stay tucked away. Adding a nice lamp for some extra light at night works wonders. Find the link to this in the description box. I added the green leaves in a pot of water that I kept inside the creamish vase. I simply love the way this setup looks at night. Minimal but still functional. Let me know what you think. I'd been to IKEA recently and it so happened that I found some things on discount. Now I don't need to say this again, as I'm sure you already know that the best and easiest way to make any space look fresh and new is by changing the cushion covers and throws. I personally prefer to do this more often since it makes me feel like it's a new week with a fresh start. It also motivates me to keep the area clean. I got this cushion cover which was screaming of winter to me and luckily I also found a matching throw at IKEA itself. This one isn't very warm, it's slightly thinner fabric, but it matches the color of the cushion, so it would be great for light winters. I feel I'm sure this can be found online at IKEA as well. To complete the setup, what one can do is simply go around the house and find some things, like I found this plant pot which was actually kept in the bedroom. It looks perfect here and seemed to fit in the overall color scheme too. The day after this, I was hosting a couple of friends, and while I was at it, I thought of laying out the table in advance to see how I'd want the final look. I knew we would be sitting at the dining table itself, which is why I wanted to keep it simple and minimal. Changing the dining table cover to a new one that was plain and dark. I also added a runner to act like a base for dishes that would be kept in the center. This runner, also from IKEA, has a much thicker fabric and once ironed it will sit beautifully here. By that I mean it won't move around much due to its thickness.
This is a good day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads are
A trick I have is to use a lint roller to simply get rid of any little specks that are always more visible on dark colored cloth. Placing the 4 placemats to set up the base and then the plates.
beginning.
I even found matching napkins. I'll keep the center empty for now and place a big plant to complete the look. However, I'll remove it and place it on the side next to the wall when actually serving food.
Tomorrow, today
So those were some easy peasy ideas to set up your home and decorate it with changes right from the kitchen to the living room. Hope you enjoyed watching.
Horizon and the fire. Excuses were two for a penny.